Yeah. On today's 30-minute mechanic, we are going to tackle the hard start problem in the 83, and hopefully we're going to eliminate it forever with a King Kong starter. So buckle up, let's go. All right, a little background. This car has consistently had a hard start problem when it's hot. Y'all probably listen to videos and the starter kind of sounds terrible. It's just an AutoZone special starter, and I guess it's not that great. We had problems with it cranking over on race week last year. Pulled in the gas station and the motor would just barely turn over. And I thought it was something internal to the engine. I didn't know. And I thought we were having all kinds of problems. Well, it's still pretty hard to turn over when it's hot. But I mean, with this new ignition system, it will barely turn over. But as soon as you flip the switch and energize the ignition, boom, it starts up. But I don't like how hard it has to work to try to turn this engine over. So we've decided to try to remedy this situation once and for all with a King Kong Powermaster starter. This particular one is, it says maximum compression ratio is 18:1. So this is 11 and a half to a little over 11 and a half to 1. So this thing should be able to spin this motor over with no sweat. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to swap this dude out, take out the little starter and put in King Kong. All right. I just covered up all my tools with my camera mount here. Whew. Actually, the very first thing I got to do is disconnect the battery. I was just about to start spinning wrenches under there. And that would be bad, because I would surely bang a wrench onto something that was energized. Okay. Oh, here we go. Going under this car again. Now, this new, let's see, what have we got? We're going to have, I think that's a half. I think. Can't see back up in there so well. We're going to stick a half on it. Get all these cables loose. There's actually 3 cables connected here. That one powers everything else in the car. This one goes to the back where the fuel pump relay is in the back, and this one goes to the battery. So, and it was the first one, it was directly connected. I gotta figure out how to get that little one off there. I don't know what size that is. What do you think? 3/8 maybe? Of course, you know the drill. Never prepared. You know the drill. That is 3/8. Surely it's not a metric. Let's find out. Please be 3/8, don't be 10mm. Not 3/8. It is 10 millimeter. Is that 3/8? Oh. In order to, I just banged everything there. Okay, in order to check whether or not it's 3/8, you really need to grab a 3/8 socket. And it is not a 3/8, but I guess it's a 10 millimeter. But, gosh, here I go again. So what I did was I accidentally grabbed a 7/16 socket to start with, and that was not the right one. Can't read the numbers. Okay, I'm back. Maybe with the proper size socket this time. Yay! Sounds like a great idea. Let's mix up stuff that fits regular things and stuff that doesn't. Perfect idea. Okay. Okay, those wires all unwired now. Now, if you know anything about big block Fords, oh gosh, I just hit the camera again. That's okay. You know anything about big block Fords, you know that the starters only have 2 bolts, but one bolt comes from this side and the other bolt comes from the back side. Now, I have never taken a starter off with these headers on. So, this may be a challenge because that bolt is right up there and you got to get a wrench on the backside. So I may have to get a wrench with an extension and a swivel and go all the way up behind. Maybe I can go in on that side of the header over there. I don't know. Let's find out. I do have to move around the other side though. Okay. Ooh, here we are. I may have to use every extension I own to reach this bolt. Not sure. I'm going to start off with a long extension and a swivel woo on there. And see if I can even, oh, let's see. Nope, that's not it. Is it? Oh, my word. Not sure about this. Not sure at all. Ouch. Might help. Thing is, I have no idea where. That's the bell housing bolt. I think the starter bolt is just below it. Woo! Okay, let's get our other. Let's get my wobbler instead of this. Instead of this universal. I think that's, wow. Oh. Can't seem to figure this out. Okay, this is being more difficult than I'd hoped. Mainly because I can't see where the bolt is. There it is. Holy cow. I know where it is now. Oh. Okay. I may have to go get. Jonathan has a super. As you can see here, we've got the starter we're taking out, the AutoZone special, and then we've got the new Powermaster XS Torque version. Now, hopefully, we can just stick this thing right in there. It's clockable. You can rotate this section however you want to. If you need it to clear headers or whatever, maybe it'll just go in like it is, and I won't have to clock anything. So I got my fingers crossed about that. So here we go. Okay, got our got this starter here. It comes with there's a spacer that if it doesn't fit right, you can put the spacer behind that, but hopefully it'll fit properly as is. Actually, I'm just going to check it real quick first to see if it's actually going to fit without changing the clocking, which it's probably not going to fit because it's bonking into this header tube. So, oh boy, that's not really what I want to see. My head's probably in front of the camera. Well, let's loosen these two Allen bolts here. We'll loosen this and see if we can turn it away. It will slip up in there. Unexpected. I was hoping that would just sit right up in there and be done. But nope. You know, they say if it was easy, everybody would do it, but I don't really think that's the case because a lot of people are not going to want to do this. What's going on here? Okay, I'm back. Oh, that's going to bonk into that, isn't it? That's not going to work. We got this plate kind of loose here. So I'm just kind of rotating it around to where it goes there. Wow. That's actually kind of cool. I kind of think that's a neat. I think we just turn it all the way over. Put it down. Wow, that's actually, I kind of like that. If my head's in the way of the camera, I think it probably is. Okay, what I did, I just tighten those up real quick. Let's see how this slips in here. That's going to be great. It kind of points down in a way so everything's away from the headers and it clears the oil pan. I think that's a good spot. Let me I'll put a little Loctite on these guys, and that way that I'll have some assurance that maybe they won't come out and then this whole unit doesn't fall out on the ground. Let's do that real fast. Locked in, locked in. I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna spray some brake clean on that mounting surface. Right there. Now, okie dokie. What do you think? Think that's good? I think I'll stick it up in there and slip this bolt in if I can find it, and then jump around the other side and see if I can't get that other one started. Maybe I'm not getting in the way of everything. Here's the bolt. Here's the bolt. Oh, that's not going to work. Look at that. I just clocked it right where it's in front of my... What am I going to do? That's dumb. That was dumb. Guess I could rotate it back. Crud. And I put Loctite on those too. Let's see if that fits in there. Gosh, that was ridiculous. That would have been so good. So good. Yeah, that'll still work. Everything's still away from hot stuff. Okay, that's cool. This infinitely adjustable ring, I'm going to say right now it's pretty genius. I'm saying that in the hopes that it never comes loose. Get this arm in here. Get that one kind of started. That way it won't fall out. Then I'll go around to the other side with my... Go around to the other side with my super long extension and see if I can get that other one started. Might just leave. No idea if the camera's anywhere close to pointing in the right direction. Okay, let's jump around there. See if we can get that bolt, top bolt started. If nothing, I guess if nothing, this is a good test to see if I could ever do this. Like on race week, if I had to. Now we did change a starter last year on race week, but we had the forward mount headers on it. Now I'm screwing in. Question is, am I screwing in straight or crooked? I think I was going in crooked. What's going on now? Coming off the nut. The bolt. Not doing anything? Because I'm not feeling like I'm doing anything. I think I am doing something. Snug that down. Okay, let's jump around and see what it looks like from that side. Felt like it worked. I don't know. Let's look. Looks like we're up flush everywhere. All right, let me grab a wrench. No. And yes, I do. Powermaster XS Torque. This thing should have plenty of zing for this motor. Oh, backwards, always backwards. Yep. Ouch, that hurt in the side of my head. Okay, that one's tight. Let's swing up to the other. Let me swing around to the other side again. Tighten that back one up. Seems to be one of those jobs that maybe I will never have to do this again. Okay. It's about as tight as we can get that. Uh-oh. Oh. I only needed, what, three feet of extension to get to it. That is not ideal. Not at all. Okay, now let's get to the point of hooking our wiring up. See how we can do that. All right, got to hook up our battery ground. This is a new battery. It's a big dog, Max 34. It's a new. It actually fits the car better than the other one. The other one was too tall. This is a 20 Group 24 battery. All right, there's the moment of truth. Let's see how this sounds. Keys in it. Neutral. That spins it over nice. Great success. Man, that just like nothing. That's great. I'm super excited. Hooray, worth every penny. All right, It's going to do it for 30-minute mechanic today. It's starting to warm up in the shop. I'm getting a little hot. But we got our starter replaced, got the little AutoZone one out of here, and got our Powermaster XS Torque in there. It seems to spin the motor over great. I need to change some of my power routing over there. So probably run a cable up and tie in at the solenoid to power the what's that thing called? Fuel pump relay in the back. But not a big deal. We'll take care of that maybe tomorrow. So anyways, hit the description. Check out my friends' channels. But for now, like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends. We'll see you next time. Bye.